vlog056, September 26th, 2023. It's around 12:30. I'm in Fort Mason Park. Same as yesterday. Yesterday I talked a lot about focus and prayer and doing something difficult that takes months and years, and being really sure about what you're doing. And I've been thinking about that today too, and about this different mental space that you are in when you are doing something that you are fully aligned on. All of your whole mind and your whole life and your mind and your body is aligned with it. So when I was coding this morning, working, I remembered how my mental space changed, or the attitude changed when I was working in my first coding job in like 2018, 2017. And how I was very unhappy and conflicted because I spent all day doing something that I truly didn't want to be doing. And I think it's been like 5 years since then, or 6 years. Palace of Fine Arts, and I'm still recovering from that doubt and uncertainty about what I really want to be doing. And it comes down to living your dream, taking your dream seriously, but like there's many ways you can phrase that. Like dream, or basically like doing what you really want to be doing with your life, treating your life as the precious singular thing that it is, and like the Steve Jobs framework of looking yourself in the mirror and asking yourself is in the morning, and then asking yourself, is what I'm about to do today the thing that I would want to be doing if today was my last day on earth? And then if it's not that, and there's a couple of days in a row where it's like that, then you need to think about changing what you're doing. And so I think I'm realizing that, like, I was doing like freelance work, and then I'm like, I need to put in the best hours of the day into the startup. And so I'm thinking I'm just going to drop all of that, pause it, or like take a break from it, and focus on building an online business. And it's been almost 2 years since I left the full-time job, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around how do I think about this? How do I really do this entrepreneur life? And I think a big part of it is like confidence, and there's many parts to it that are mysterious. I think our minds are work this way in mysterious ways about thinking, am I feeling secure and safe going down this path? And do I have everything I need? Do I have all this equipment that I need before I jump from this plane? Do I have the parachute that's going to work before I jump from this plane? I think that's what it means really when you are about to commit to a startup. It's like, did I prepare well enough? Because once I do it, my mind's just going to be thinking it's happening, I'm doing it. There's no turning back. And so perhaps, I don't know, I'm hypothesizing, because of why did I have like this kind of like, why am I just now thinking about it in this way of committing? And like I've often had this like thought that occurred to me, like I really want to be living this life where I'm all in every day. There's no backup plan. I'm just going to pursue what is to me important and make that my livelihood. And that's how I look at programming, as really programming is a medium of self-expression. And ultimately, I mean, it's an artistic medium. And really, if you want to be doing like the technical, like I need to drill these kind of capabilities, and then go for, that's like the craft side of it. Go for like a full-time job. It's like the craft side, technical side of it, which is also important. But it has its place. As certain aptitude that's required. And so this morning, as I was thinking about this, as I was working, and these thoughts came to me, these observations, I was also observing how like being an efficient coder is like a holistic lifestyle of, you have to get enough sleep, you have to get enough food and water. You have to keep yourself within the bounds of like good operating body and mind requirements. And I was thinking that like being conscious of that and being able to identify when you're in the zone of performance and when you're not in the zone, and what you need to do in order to stay in there. And this is all stuff that I've already like thought of and considered many times over the last 6 years of my coding life. And why am I bringing it up now as if it's something new? Well, it's not something new, but at the same time, it's still something that becomes a target for you, a metric. It becomes you have your internal dashboard of how do you know you're making good work and progress. And you know you're making good progress when you're spending your day in that optimal zone, or is that fairly within that range of performance. And it's not all individual siloed work. Like that's why these conversations on the vlog are so critical for me, is I do work on these technical individual tasks. I also have to connect them with the world and with the other parts of my mind, and so that's why I'm talking about them now. And then the second step is, once I complete it, make that step, now I need to create educational content around it, meaning a YouTube video and a short. And so I think that's going to be my operating procedure. First, vlogs that are about like where I'm at. Second, coding tutorials. And then third, video YouTube content on the application itself, so that I'm daily and weekly training, talking about it, explaining it, testing it, and showing it to people. So that means publishing it on YouTube, IG Reels, YouTube Shorts, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. So that's the third step. So for me, my mission this week is to know that, okay, daily exercise of 1 hour is critical. B, these vlogs. C, focusing on just the startup and not going all in on the startup. And then C or B or D, doing tutorials. And D, doing video content on the startup itself, and connecting with people about it. That's the plan, and this vlog is me discovering it, affirming it, reaffirming it, and repeating it, and documenting it. So today is Tuesday, and I'm gonna go back to the hostel now. It's warm and sunny. Bye.